We have more stuff, among other things, Wraiths. Phoenixes I don't think are good here. They kinda only do the same thing that my hackers do. So I do end up going for the Wraiths, as is my opponent. We're just spreading them out over the battlefield. Meanwhile, my opponent does invest into range, which honestly, into these Mustangs, I don't think you want to do that. I legitimately think that Wraiths are not it for my opponent. Maybe just more Scorps is what he needs. I do have the Marksman here that I can also level, and basically with more Mustangs and more Hackers and the Wraiths that got dropped, this is my board right now. It is Hacker-Stang to the max with just some free units that I can sell off in the next few rounds. They are, however, helping with the chaff clear problem, and they're also tanking the Wraith shots quite a bit, and the Mustang shots. On this side, it's now looking a whole lot better. There is some Fangs left in the front and a whole lot of Mustangs. If the Scorps don't AoE me, that could work out pretty well. This side has gotten thoroughly annihilated. There still is some Hackers left. That Marksman is tanking Scorpion shots like there's no tomorrow. My quote-unquote Scorpion army, no, quote-unquote my Scorpion army is trying to move in, but these Scorpions at 155 have the same range. No, they outrange the Hackers by a little bit. The Hacker can't get the job off, but I still do have one unit in the air. And that one unit is trying its best to kill a level 3 Scorpion with laser sight that's sitting at 190 range without siege mode. With siege mode it would be sitting at 260. In any case, the Wraith does actually have enough DPS, so I win. This round at least. We have Acid Blast, Speed Spec. My opponent goes for Speed Stack. I don't really know why, honestly. It's not like he has the inferior range. I have the inferior range, so I take Speed Spec. Once again, Smoke Bomb is ready. But I now have a good amount of money and can invest into some shields for the Hackers. Since my opponent doesn't have double shot, it's actually not that bad. I should be starting to sell off these Wraiths momentarily. And just go for more of the same until it's too much, hopefully. My opponent thinks that I apparently am investing into some kind of Air Force because he picks aerial specialization. And he does shield against potential shenanigans. Well, that's kind of potential shenanigans are what I'm going for. I'm thinking, you know what kills chaff quickly as well? It's a good old fire. So now there's 3 packs of fire callers. Shields take most of the... Well, they take the important bits of the smoke. There is some smoke here, but I don't think that actually matters. Shields were the correct move on this one. My opponent's chaff is kinda being cleared out pretty quickly. Marksmen are starting to work, well, have already finished their work on the Wraiths. There is a lot of collateral damage, but it's starting to get to critical mass. There is enough Hackers to actually push through and win me the round. Round number 9, and the Hacker-Stang is rolling hard. My opponent gets a Vulcans, and I think I do as well, because, well, why not? Nothing here really is good for me. Gets blasted by Scorps, gets blasted by Scorps, gets blasted by Scorps. Does the same thing as the Hackers. So I go for something that is kind of the biggest value to sell and continue selling stuff. I put it here. Kinda, I don't even know why I put it here. Anyway, to clear chaff even faster, I'm going for high explosive ammo. These Mustangs, by the way, are 18 levels of Mustangs worth of damage. Minus 30%, however much that will end up as. Yeah, it's getting to ridiculous levels. I drop a shield in the middle because I don't even remember if any combat powers dropped. Fire is hitting hard though. A lot of my chaff is going down fairly quickly, but at the same time my opponent is kinda in the same boat here. And he does not have all that efficient clear against this Wraith, even after all of this time. Meanwhile, my marksman is just blasting away. Hacker gets a hack off on that Vulcan, a hack off on that Scorpion, a hack off on that Vulcan, a hack off, hopefully, on that Scorpion. Yeah, tower debuff comes in at a bad time. But that Scorpion gets hacked. Tower unfortunately falls. The range on the Vulcan's really paying dividends here. It's just not enough damage to get that tower in one hit. You can see that the magnitude has been added here. Fire lands on that Scorpion, but that Scorpion doesn't care. It just blasts. Sadly, it's not enough to win the round for me. Round number 10, we have Orbital Bombardment, we have Shield Airdrop, but honestly, into those armies, I don't see what that really does. Orbital Bombardment is just plain the best option. The best option. I'm calling it as I see it. So, my selling off continues. I think I sold a Wraith instead of the Vulcan. I would have had more money if I sold that Vulcan. But to be honest, I need to drop some chaff around so that I don't get destroyed by fire as much. Actually, it would have made a difference. No, actually, no. No. And to further prevent myself from losing to fire, I decided to just hard drop a complete line of anti-missile devices in, I hope, perfectly symmetrical alignment. Temporary upgrades, buying out. This is likely going to be the last round. My opponent has added some more Stormcallers with fire and has also added some marksmen, I think, in order to protect himself. Defensive warps drop. These Vulcans are level 2, but they should still simply get destroyed, I hope. Yeah, he added Stormcallers, that was the big thing. Once again, this Wraith not properly answered, so it's still in the air. Hack goes off on the Vulcan. These shields have fallen. Not a lot of Mustangs left, but also not a lot of fire coming in. Meanwhile, the Vulcan, with its extended range, just roasts the tower. And it ends up being a victory for me with an army of Scorpions at very low health. And Vulcans at very low health. Oh, that was great fun. Hacker Mustang to the max. And with Elite on both. Boy. Yeah. That was fun. Honestly, the Vulcans I don't think were a bad touch. They had the AoE distance to splash the Mustangs along with the Hackers in many cases. So that worked out pretty well. But at the same time, I think my opponent didn't really know what to do. And in all fairness, I don't even know what to do. Like, what do you do? Anything that flies just gets eviscerated by these Mustangs. Anything on the ground doesn't really have a chance. I guess he was going for a high explosive tank shells? Anti-tank shells? I don't even know what these are for. Like, what big fat unit would I put there that doesn't already get obliterated by Scorpions? Maybe he misclicked and wanted EMP. I don't know. EMP, I think, would have been a decent tech. Shut off the range on these units. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening, and until next time.